Welcome back to Fantasy Football by Committee, powered by Flurry Sports. It can be tough to win a fantasy league on your own, but at FFBC, we will work together to bring home the hardware. Hosted by Zach Bruner and the rest of the Flurry Sports crew, we will give top-level analysis, answer your questions, and, well, go off on other tangents.
That was after I tried to get ChatGPT to admit that 9/11 was an inside job, but it stood firm. It gave quite a few solid points that it was true.
Welcome to Fantasy Football by Committee. The show starts in 3, 2, 1.
The past 24 hours, recording this obviously on Tuesday, 10:15 Central. The number one trending player is a player I've already written an article for on flurrysports.org, so definitely go check that out. We got Jaleel McLaughlin, rookie running back for the Broncos. He's someone who has been mentioned on the show a couple times, so for the people who are saying he came out of nowhere, he's been at least on our radar. However, hopefully you're not like me, because I ended up dropping him before this week because I needed a tight end, and I picked up and played Jonnu Smith. Fantastic call to play Jonnu Smith. Terrible call to drop him. So I'm going to be trying to get him back. He's the number one most trending player, picked up in nearly 900,000 leagues over the past 24 hours. We'll get into that a little bit more. The Javonte Williams injury may not be super serious, but Sean Payton loves this guy, and Sean Payton plays favorites. Number two is a player, obviously, I talked into exhaustion in the training camp and preseason. Michael Wilson, rookie wide receiver for the Cardinals, picked up in nearly 600K leagues. He is a very good player. He is what somewhat different play styles, but he is what people think Marvin Mims is. He is going to be fantasy relevant the rest of the year. Very little competition. I think Michael Wilson's a very good football player as long as he stays healthy, which was his issue coming into the draft. He should be good. Number three most picked up player is a streaming defense. It's the Detroit Lions. Lions play the Panthers this week, so that's a good choice. Number four, CJ Stroud, playing the Falcons. Obviously, Texans quarterback, rookie quarterback. CJ Stroud's looked great. Rostered in 55% of sleeper leagues, it's saying now. So if you're in need of a quarterback this week for a bye week fill-in, and CJ Stroud's available, by all means, go and get him. Jonnu Smith, number 5. He is playing the Texans this week. Jonnu Smith has been utilized pretty heavily the past 3 weeks, and I think that's going to continue. Since he's such a good blocker, he's going to be on the field for the Falcons. Number 6, Jake Ferguson. Shout out Wisconsin product. Dallas Cowboys tight ends, number 6. The 6th most picked up player. He has gotten a pretty well, he's got a pretty good hold on that starting tight end job for Dallas. Number 7, Josh Dobbs, quarterback for the Cardinals. Number 8, Washington Commanders defense, playing on Thursday Night Football against the Chicago Bears. That does look like a good choice there. Number 9 most picked up player, I'm kind of surprised. It's Khalil Herbert, running back for the Bears, owned in only 66% of leagues. That kind of shocked me. He must have been pretty dropped the past several weeks. Rightfully so, I suppose, but go check and see if he's out there. And then number 10 is Jameson Williams. His suspension reduced because of they revised the gambling policy or whatever. They've actually made it more strict, but due to a clarity issue and all of that, his suspension was reduced 2 games. So Jameson Williams is due back this week. By all accounts, I believe he is healthy enough to come back. Obviously, he got hurt in the preseason, but he should be ready to come back. A lot of hype surrounding a player who has 1 career catch in 6 games. 6 games, 9 targets, 1 catch, 1 touchdown. 6 games. Obviously, great college player. And he is getting extremely hyped up. Spoiler alert, he may be a sell high candidate for me before he gets his second catch in the NFL. But we shall see. Really quickly, other players who are trending upwards on Sleeper. We got Romeo Dobbs, Dolphins defense, Cole Kmet, Zach Ertz, Brandon Maher, Baltimore Ravens defense, Ronnie Rivers for the Rams running back, Mitch Trubisky obviously filling in for Kenny Pickett. Nico Collins apparently wasn't owned in that many leagues. It's kind of crazy. Go check and see if he's out there. Wan'Dale Robinson, 27th most picked up player. That should be more. I'm a big Wan'Dale Robinson fan. I understand there's a lot of mouths to feed in that mediocre Giants offense, but I think Wan'Dale Robinson's the most talented receiver and overall offensive weapon they have on that roster, not named Saquon Barkley. So go check him out. Most dropped players. We have the Chiefs defense number 1, Browns defense number 2, Browns on bye, Cincinnati defense number 3, Steelers defense number 4, Josh Kelly number 5, obviously on bye, and Eckler is expected to come back after the bye. Pat Freiermuth, who's expected to miss some time, and he's been playing shitty. Daniel Jones after last night, Donald Parham, Kareem Hunt on bye, hasn't done anything yet, so a lot of players to drop. Roschon Johnson, the 14th most dropped player. I think that is somebody you can pick up and stash. We are in a results-oriented business with very, very little patience. Everyone's saying, oh, Roschon Johnson's the guy. He looked so good week 1. That means he has to get the most snaps, the most touches, the most everything going forward, and that just didn't happen. And I do think he's the most talented running back. It doesn't mean he needs to get the touches and everything right away. He already leapfrogged Deontay Foreman, which I think is a big deal, and I think he's a great stash. He could be a buy low guy that we talk about later this week as well. Dash. Should I pick up Mims or Jameson? I would pick up Jameson, even though I just did kind of just shit talk him a little bit. Jameson Williams, obviously incredible college player. And I think this Lions offense, obviously this isn't a bold take, is much better than the Broncos offense. I don't think there is a massive threat at wide receiver 2 for Detroit. I think, Josh Reynolds has been playing pretty good. I'm a Khalif Raymond fan. I think he's pretty good. Marvin Jones has been terrible. So he has a chance to emerge and solidify himself as being I would call him a 4 to 6 target guy per game, which may be all you need. I just think the hype on him has gone too far. Everyone thinks he's going to come in and be incredible. So that's why he's a sell high guy for me before he has a chance to let anybody down. But I do think he's better than Mims. I don't understand the Marvin Mims hype. People were going crazy last week. I made a video saying to leave Marvin Mims on the waiver wire. I got shit for it, and look what happened.